Hi Libra, welcome to July. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. Before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. So this month we have a new moon in Cancer on July 9th. And we have a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd. And Venus and Mars come together in Leo on the 13th. So let's see, what do the cards say for Libra in terms of love and relationships? What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of July 2021? What is coming up for Libra for July 2021? The Eight of Swords, the Strength card, the Chariot, Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, the King of Cups, and the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. So another major change for you two. The Eight of Swords, you start the month out feeling restricted. The Eight of Swords is feeling stuck, feeling trapped. You want to break free of something, but you're afraid to take action. You're afraid to take that step away. Because you're not really, the Eight of Swords is not really, you may feel like you're stuck or you're trapped, but all you have to do is walk away, and you're free. You have the Strength card here. This is a card of learning how to control your emotions, not going to extremes of emotion. So that could be you trying to deal with issues around anger, or you're dealing with someone else who has an anger problem or a psychological issue that needs controlling. Sometimes the Strength card comes up when counseling can help, because I feel like there's powerful emotions surrounding you right now, and you need to get a grip. You could also be helping someone through a difficult time. If it's not you who's struggling with these psychological issues or emotional issues, then it could be someone in your environment, someone that you're dealing with, and you're helping them through a difficult time. But at the same time, you're feeling trapped and stuck. So in the past, you have the Chariot. This is a card of movement, victory to discipline and focus. You might be scattering your energy. Maybe you feel like you're not getting anywhere in a relationship because you have too many irons in the fire. You have too many things are distracting you, and you have no focus. The Ten of Pentacles is in the recent past, and the Tower. So you may be thinking of making major changes in your life. You may feel oppressed. You may feel like something's got to give. I need to make some changes. You may want to move out of a relationship or change a job, but you're afraid of giving up your security. You don't want to do anything to affect, the Ten of Pentacles is the wealth card. It's the security card. It's the family, the home and family card where you feel safe and secure. But the Tower is here, so I feel like something has to give. Either you've come through a difficult time where you feel like you're starting from ground zero. This could be something that already happened in the past. You went through some kind of trauma. Or you're realizing that the only way to be free is through major change. I have to destroy something and rebuild in a better direction. I have to release, something has to crumble. I need to be released from an oppressive situation. But that's going to involve major change. The Page of Swords is coming up in the future with the Four of Swords. So you're doing a lot of thinking, and you may have to you're also doing a lot of healing. Four of Swords energy is about taking time out to rest, to heal. Maybe if you've gone through this Tower moment, you still haven't recovered from it yet. And the Page of Swords is about looking deeply into, like you're really looking into everything, looking into your options. Sometimes the Page of Swords can represent gossip, spying. So either you're checking someone out really carefully, or someone's checking you out really carefully. It can also mean having to have a difficult conversation with someone. So if you're in a relationship and you're not happy, you may have to have an uncomfortable conversation where you lay out, you spell it out to this person. And you have to be, choose your words carefully. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Be careful who you communicate with, because there might be sometimes the Page of Swords can represent gossip. So you want to be careful about what you're saying to whom. Now you have the Seven of Wands here. This is a good card for overcoming obstacles and setting some boundaries, standing up for what you believe in, fighting for what you believe in. So if you're having a conflict with someone, you need to stand your ground. Don't give in. Don't let someone bully you. In your environment, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. So a part of you wants to give up. You're thinking of giving something up for something better, because a new opportunity is coming up. Wheel of Fortune is something unexpected that comes out of your environment, an opportunity. And the Hangman is about giving up. So you giving something up that is not totally awful, but you may want to move on to something better, and it's gonna be making a sacrifice. So I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're not happy, you may be thinking about moving on to someone else or something else. But it's going to involve sacrifice, where you might have to give up some security to get what you want. But you have the King of Cups here as an outcome. So there's a person waiting in the wings for you. Someone who's very healing, very compassionate, someone who has deep feelings, that sometimes they just keep their feelings hidden. They may not, they're not comfortable with expressing emotion. So there might be someone who cares very much about you, but they don't know how to express it, or they you don't know about it. But this is a person that you can talk to, and you can tell them anything, and they really understand you. They hear you. So I feel like if you're not in a relationship, there is a healing relationship in the wings. If you are in a relationship and you're not happy, you might be thinking about walking away or moving out of that relationship to find happiness with someone else. But it's going to involve major change. And there could be some gossip surrounding it, because the Page of Swords, or at least you're going to have to communicate in a very careful way to get through this time. But there's definitely opportunity coming with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. So you're coming out of a dark time. If you're in a difficult situation, you're going to be released. You're coming out of it. And it may be unexpected. You may not even see it coming. But then you're going to have to make a decision. Do I stay where I'm at? Or do I move on and recreate my life, rebuild my life in a more satisfactory way? So let's see. We have the new moon in your 10th house. So this could be a career move. But it could also mean the 10th house, because the new moon is a new beginning. And in Cancer, it's about nurturing, finding a place, like finding your soul tribe. Finding, if it's work, finding work that really speaks to who you are as a healer, as a nurturer. If it's a relationship, it could be with someone who's really loving and very healing, very nurturing. Now, this new moon, so it could be career, it could because the 10th house could also be a change in status from married to single, single to married. But a lot of times it's your life path. So if you're not happy in a career situation, you might be changing to do something that really feeds your soul, that really nurtures who you are. That's true. It gives you more of a sense of, this is what I need, this is what I need for me to feel complete. Now, this new moon is sextile Uranus in the 8th house, so there could be some unexpected money coming in that's going to help support this dream. So that could be the wealth card here, that there's a financial support coming in, either funding or inheritance or insurance payout, that's going to transform your life in some way. And it can bring a new beginning or a change in status. You have Venus and Mars coming together in the 11th house. That's the house of friendships, dreams, goals. For some of you, that could mean a friendship that turns to love, or you find love through the groups that you belong to, the friendships you know. You might be connecting with people and you're fighting for a common cause, or you're like working towards a common goal. This new moon is also trining Neptune in the 6th house. I feel like this is a dream career where you're really providing a service for others, or you're doing something that you've always dreamed about doing. You have an opportunity to do something, to do work, or to change your career in a way that it really fulfills you. And it could be service, some kind of service, or like community service, or serving others through some type of healing, or some spirituality. Saturn is in your 5th house, and it's trining the North Node in the 9th. So you have been working a lot. You may feel like, I don't have time for fun. I've been working too much. Because the 5th house is the house of fun. It's the house of children. It's the house of romance. But with Saturn there, you feel restricted. Like, I can't do what I want to do. You know, I've got too many obligations, too many responsibilities. But even that's going to change because you have Chiron in the 7th. And Chiron is sextile the North Node in the 9th. You may even feel like traveling. You may decide, I want to get out of town. I just need a new environment. The 7th house, though, I feel like there's some kind of healing energy. You might be healing from a relationship. There are some wounds around relationship that need to be healed. And when Chiron goes retrograde, it's a time for going within and really thinking, like, what do I need in a relationship? Where have I been wounded when it comes to partnerships or relationships? What do I need to heal within myself so that I can have a better connection with someone else? The full moon in Aquarius is favorable to your sign. It's happening in your 5th house, and the sun is in the 11th, so something could be completing by the full moon. If you've got your eye on someone, things could start to get revealed around this time. Or you could be completing a creative project. Or there could be something that involves children at the full moon. So if you're trying to start a family, you could find out that you're having a baby. Venus is in the 12th house, though, so you're keeping your feelings hidden. And Jupiter's in the 6th. So there's opportunities around your work environment, but I feel like you're working behind the scenes. It's not ready for the public yet. So if you're working on some kind of creative project that involves the work that you do, it's going to be it's like quiet. You're keeping it hidden in the 12th house. And it could be, you're also keeping your feelings hidden. There could be like a secret, you could have secret feelings for someone that you know through work or through some type of project that you're working on. Mercury's in the 10th house and it's opposing Pluto in the 4th. So Mercury in the 10th, you could be involved with more writing or communication. There could be contracts that need to be signed. At the same time, you have Pluto going through your 4th house, so there's major changes on the home front. You may be renovating your house, or you may be making changes in where you live. Whatever it is, there could even be power struggles in the home. You might be wanting to change certain things. Someone else may not want those changes, or maybe resisting those changes, and you have to stand your ground. So whatever is going on, if you're signing a contract around this time, you're going to be very sharp with Mercury. You're not going to let anyone pull the wool over your eyes. But you have to watch your communication style, because Mercury opposite Pluto can be very cutting in their communication. So you want to make sure that you're choosing your words carefully, that you're not hurting anyone or using harsh language, because that can happen sometimes. Now, this full moon is interesting because the moon is in conjunct Venus and the sun is in conjunct Jupiter. So there's a little bit of uncomfortable energy around this full moon. Even though things are coming to completion, I feel that, and in a good way, you have to kind of there's something that's taking you out of your comfort zone. You have to take action that feels uncomfortable to bring in this abundance, because Venus and Jupiter bring abundance and opportunity. But you may have a psychological block around love or abundance because Venus is in the 12th house. So you have to kind of get to that, look at that, heal that to bring in this completion. Or maybe you'll realize it by the time the full moon comes. It may be apparent, like, okay, now I know what I need to work on. I see what I'm repressing, or I see where my blind spots, where I'm self-sabotaging, where I could be more abundant and more successful, but because, I have this block that that once it becomes apparent, once you become aware of it, you can heal it. So I feel like there's going to be some healing going on for you, as well as completion and accomplishment. Like you could have an opportunity to create a dream, to have a dream realized. But to get there, you may have to go through some kind of dark night of the soul or soul searching. You have some healing that may have you have to communicate. You have to talk about it. Talk about your wound. Don't be afraid to speak and communicate what your needs are, what your feelings are, because the end result could be positive. It could help you to move in a better direction and to free yourself from fear or anything that's been holding you back from abundance and love. So there's a lot of healing happening this month for Libra. Take your time. Get the rest that you need. Don't overdo it. You don't have to rush into anything. But once you get through the healing stage, things are going to start to change. And you're going to start moving in a better direction. So that's my forecast, Libra, for July. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. If this resonated with you, leave a comment in the comment box. And I want to just say thank you for supporting this channel, for those who have been leaving comments and liking and subscribing and ordering readings. If you're new, welcome. This is a general reading, so if you want a reading that's specifically tailored to your life and your situation, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can do a private reading just for you. So it will be a lot more meaningful. In the meantime, have a wonderful July. Take rest if you need it, but don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to give something up for something better. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.